And the Mavericks, Rick, by the way, his 9th season in Dallas. Nicely done by...
As soon as you, as an offensive player, see your man turn his head, you cut right to the rim. That's what Rashawn did.
Dirk Nowitzki adding to his impressive resume. The future Hall of Famer, as mentioned earlier, joining the 30,000-point club. Listen to the names in that club. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Karl Malone, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, and the late, great Wilton Norman Chamberlain, and now Dirk Nowitzki. And to help him, especially on the defensive end of the floor, starting at the center spot for the Mavericks. McConnell, nicely done. I mean, that was just well done by T.J. McConnell, who is 15th in the NBA in assists. He leads the Sixers, averaging just over 6.
I think he, along the baseline from Timotei.
That said, offensively, Holmes, I think, a better offensive game just in terms of his ability to shoot and take it beyond the arc.
He can shoot.
Yeah, he can.
Indiana, but when he was Indiana, scouting report was make him a shooter.
Anytime the Mavericks, after a good start by the Sixers, ripping off 7 unanswered. Nicely done. That was Robert Covington. Little role reversal as McConnell there is able to finish. Compliment to that guy, Robert Covington.
It sounds real simple, but the rule is when you're away from the ball and you see your man turn his head and he doesn't see you, you cut straight to the basket. TJ doing just that.
McConnell, by the way, on a switch has Harrison Barnes, and they're going to try to set up Barnes if they can. But good on the ball defense by Covington. Luau Cabarrot against Farrell, no contest. Holmes off the missed 3 by Harrison Barnes. McConnell, nicely done, and boy, he exhibited some great patience. Wasn't open, up, he's open. Under 4 minutes to play, first quarter. Noel off the Devin Harris miss, and he finds Harrison Barnes.
It looked like there was an awful lot of contact there. How could there not have been? Referees deciding there wasn't much.
J.J. Barea did not play when the Sixers were in Dallas on February 1st. You're right. You're literally right. Yeah. One of the fastest ever. Yeah. Noel working over Okafor. The hot potato belongs to Barea. It is for 3. Wow. So the shot clock's running down off the wrong foot, and he banks in a 3. And Harris joining him in the backcourt. We mentioned this guy, Mesri, with Dirk Nowitzki, and the rookie Dorian Finney-Smith. Well, he could still shoot, huh?
Yeah, and the thing about it, Mark, is he's not very mobile anymore. Not that he was the most incredibly mobile from left to right, laterally speaking, but he really can't move now, but he can get it up over his shoulders enough. God.
I would say get him into pick and roll, huh?
Yeah. And just see how, I mean, he just has a hard time moving laterally, closing out on Sergio.
Sergio Rodriguez struggling a bit with his shot lately, but he cans the 3 there. Some badly needed points for the Sixers. They had gone about 6.5 minutes without a point.
Well, before that, they were 0 for 9 in their last 10 possessions and 2 turnovers, Mark.
More for Dirk and Salamez.
Back in that diamond formation, that gets Rashawn a little quick hitter.
Boy, Rashawn Holmes having himself a first half. 6 of 6 for 12 points.
A lot of it has to do with the ball getting into the painted area and defenses collapsing and Rashawn being left open to finish unscathed.
Molly Sullivan, by the way, checking out the deal with Dario Saric, who a few minutes ago headed to the Sixer locker room.
Nice flare by Nick,
who promptly drills the 3. So Nick 2 for 2 from beyond the arc for his 6th coming off the bench. Really good defense here by the Sixers. Barea ends up with a look at a 3. Mavericks control here with a fresh 24, and Noel throws it down and is delighted with the result. Compliments of J.J. Barea.
You can't run unless you have the ball. You gotta get the ball first.
Yep. That's key. While with Cabarrot with a hot potato, got it off. Oh, and it's thrown back by Holmes. You heard the shot clock buzzer going off, but once the ball hit the rim, you had a new shot clock. The fourth dunk of the first quarter, the first half for Richaun Holmes. Recovery year for him 2 years ago, rupturing his Achilles. Broke in with Utah, then signing with Portland. Luwawu-Cabarrot hits the three. Timothé Luwawu-Cabarrot, his second hoop, he's got 5. Sixers by 6. Well under 2 minutes to play first half.
Mavericks right now playing into the Sixers' hand, missing a lot of shots, giving the Sixers opportunities at the other end.
Anderson for 3. Did it again. Justin Anderson. As Mark Cuban, watching his former player, hit a pair of threes here in the first half. The Sixers. McConnell with a 2-inch height advantage here on J.J. Barea. Okafor against Noel. Got it off and in. Jahlil Okafor, his first hoop. Wow, and a good job by Justin Anderson ensuring that Dario Saric, after missing his first 5. Dario, 17 straight performances with 10 or more points. Dirk Nowitzki, the first Maverick in double figures with 10.
Conduct himself during this game, Mark. I don't think I've seen too many rookies who are still in their rookie year play with such poise as we see them turn over and lead to a bucket.
Oh, wait a second. McConnell with a sensational play, and then he took a seat and watched the results of his hustle. 1 bucket over about the last 8 minutes of game time, hence a much bigger lead for the Sixers in this one. They're up 17. There is Saric. Compliments of Robert Covington. Listen, Dario is in the midst of such a great stretch right now that, listen,
here he is.
You might have a blip now and then. It's understandable.
What?
Covington for 3 is Saric that time paid him back, and the Sixers have blown it open now, leading by 22 points. For Covington, another rebound for him. He's been great at that tonight, his 9th.
Good look.
Covington, it's for 3. Got it done. The Sixers lead.
In Dallas just a couple of weeks, maybe 2 months ago, month and a half ago.
Stauskas, and there is Justin Anderson to provide a little bit of energy for the Sixers against his former team. His 3rd bucket, give him 8, 7 boards.
Speaking of unparalleled, he's been playing tremendous.
Dwight Powell, number 7, into the game for the first time. Justin Anderson telling him, I'm a Sixer now.
Sweet dime from El Chacho as well. All early Sixers fans remember from the introduction to Dr. J every night.
Julius Irving.
Massachusetts. You eat that up and then, yeah, give you the Irving. That was great.
Jahlil Okafor.
There's Matty Court.
Sixers less than a quarter away from snapping an 8-game losing streak against Dallas. Jahlil Okafor with a shot clock running down. Does what he... By the way, late word on Isaiah Thomas. He's going to miss the next 2 games with a bone bruise in his knee. So that'll certainly take some of the starch out of the Celtics.
Right now, guys who normally don't log a lot of minutes, with the exception of Farrell, playing now.
Mavericks clearly rebuilding as Rodriguez goes in and he's fouled. Sergio Rodriguez will go to the line looking to tack on 1 more. Finney Smith rejected by Sean Long. Recovered by Justin Anderson. Rodriguez.
Ooh, nice.
Long. 1 more for Anderson. You can count it, and a foul. Justin Anderson has to be loving life right now. He's got 16 against his former team. Sixers are going to win this one by 42 points, and in doing so, they'll break an 8-game losing streak against the Mavericks. Their first victory against Dallas since November 27th of 2000.